Hi, this is Janine Sews, and I'm Janine. This video is part of SewFrugal 23. So in the first part of the video, I'm going to tell you about a bunch of free patterns that I found, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I'm thinking of making. Before I get too far, I'm wearing a top that I made a few years ago. This is Butter XS-XXXL. I'm going to pop in a video of me wearing it. This fabric is a really comfortable, soft jersey that I got at Fabric Mart, and I also made this top in a very beautiful print that I got here in Calgary at Olga's several years ago. And I don't know what happened to that top. It's gone. I think I might have mentioned several months ago that I think I accidentally threw out a bag of clothes when we moved, and I'm pretty sure that top was in that bag. So I would use this pattern again. I like the asymmetrical pleating on it. I would just use it in a print because I don't necessarily love this color on me and the broad expanse of cream. One more. SewFrugal. I'm just going to give you a little bit of information because I've got a lot of patterns to go through. SewFrugal was created by YouTubers and Instagrammers, Sam and Rowan. Sam goes by Frugalisma. Rowan goes by the Yorkshire Sew Girl. They created this challenge. They found a ton of prizes every year. They put out the prompts. They handle the whole thing. And they've also created a playlist, which my video will be part of the playlist. So you can check out and see what other people have found because there are a lot of free patterns that people find. I have a partner today who's also posted a YouTube video, and that's Safia. And her channel is The Curly Sewist. So I've got links to all this stuff down below. If you have not done SewFrugal in the past, super simple. Find a free pattern, free to everybody in the world, not just you, because your pal gave you a pattern. Grab a piece of fabric from your stash, don't go out and buy anything, and sew up a garment in the month of March. On March 31st, reveal your garment on Instagram. As I said, there are a bunch of prizes. I've been scrolling the prizes up here so you can see them. And there's also a free downloadable pattern for the Florence skirt for anybody who participates in this. Why do I do SewFrugal? Well, I love free, and I'm also not a fabric stash person. And this is a really good way to force me to sew up something from my stash. I don't have a lot of fabric in my stash. I know a lot of people do. I think of fabric as sunk cost. If it's in there and it's not being sewn, it may as well be in recycling. Why do I buy things and not sew them? And I do it in spite of trying to be very careful in what I buy. I still do it. I bought a bunch of fabric last weekend. I've got fabric. I don't know why I keep buying fabric. Anyways, this is a great way to grab something from your stash that you loved enough to purchase and sew it. And sew it with a free pattern. I also think this is a really good way to find out what new pattern designers and what indie pattern designers are putting out there. The Big Four doesn't give you free patterns. Indie pattern designers do. And it's a great way for them to introduce their designs and their style to the broader sewing community. My goal this year is two things. First of all, sew something that works with my current color plans, my little color scheme that I am working with. And secondly, to try something different, to try a different shape, a different technique, a different design feature. I don't want to make the same old again. I figured this is a good way to try something for free. Really quick story. Several years ago, I paid and joined Stitch Fix, which is a company in the States and Canada where you pay a monthly fee and they send you a box of clothes for you to try. And what you like, you keep and you pay for and you return everything else. And they introduce you to shapes maybe that you haven't tried before. So I'm thinking that SewFrugal is kind of my little Stitch Fix for this month. I'm going to try something different. Now, what I'm going to do is go through the patterns. All of the information is down below in the description box. I'm just going to give you a little bit of information, and this is going to wind up being a half-hour video. And that would just be way too boring for even me. So I'm just going to go through these patterns quickly. I'm going to pop up a picture. I'm going to tell you what information I have on it. Most of these are European patterns, so the measurements that they provide for the sizing are in centimeters. When I put the information in the info box, I will also include inches. So it's easy, no matter what measurement language you speak, to know what size options there are with that pattern. So, without further ado, let's start with the Grainline Studio's Hemlock, which is a t-shirt. I'm not going to sew a t-shirt, but I thought some of you might like to sew a t-shirt. So this is a boxy t-shirt that's got a body that's draped. It's got wide hems, drop shoulders, a banded neckline. Sleeve options. Comes in sizes 0 to 32, and it's free with the newsletter from Grainline Studios. The next pattern is the Fibre Mood Frances Shirt. This is a really different style. I looked at this and I thought, no, you're going to try something different, so I may or may not use this. This is a woven, oversized top that has gathered short sleeves. It's like the sleeve is just a band that is gathered. It's for wovens, of course. It's slightly longer in the front than the back, and it comes in sizes extra small to 3XL. Then there's the Pattern Emporium Friday Feels skirt. This is a tube skirt, so it's a knit pencil skirt. But what I thought was interesting about this is there is shaping built into the skirt so that it's not just a tube, so it actually is shaped for your body. It's designed for 4-way stretch, and it comes in Aussie sizes 4 through 30, and it's free when you join Pattern Emporium's Facebook group. The assembly line has a pajama pattern. I don't know if I need pajamas, but I've sewn pajamas for my husband, but never for myself, and I thought this was a cute pattern. It's a short sleeve top and with a wide neckline and shorts with an elasticated waistband. For wovens, of course, chest measurement is from 100 to 156 centimeters, which I think is like 31 to 54 inches, somewhere around there. It's free when you join the Assembly Lines Club. The Assembly Line also has, I'm going to pop these up because I thought they were so cute, a little bag pattern that would be great for just every day, and a pet coat pattern, both free. How cute. Start on your Christmas sewing today for those grand dogs. Maison Fauve has 2 woven blouse patterns that I liked. The first one is the Tribeca Blouse. It's got cutouts, like bands of fabric on the front and the back. It comes in European sizes 34 to 52. Then the other pattern they have is the Tilda Blouse, which I think is quite pretty. This is a woven blouse. It's got sleeve options, and it has, they call it pleating. To me, it looks like pin tucks on the front and then on the sleeves. So if you made that up in a really lightweight fabric, like a voile or something, it could be very pretty. Even in a dotted Swiss, maybe. I thought that was quite interesting. And that comes about the same sizes, about maybe 34 to 50 in European sizes. Christelle Coup has the Badien top, which is a loose-fitting knit top with a sweetheart neckline and sleeve options. I thought this was quite cute. This comes in EU sizes 32 to 52. I very much like this. I'm afraid the instructions may be in French, but it's a sweetheart neckline t-shirt. How hard can it be? Then I looked at Rebecca Page. I'd never looked at Rebecca Page's website before, but they have, this is not an error, 35 free sewing patterns. Some of them are for children, a lot of them are for adults. You sign up with her little club that's free, and then you get the patterns for free. And the one that I picked out is the Paris party dress, which is actually a semi-fitted knit top and a woven pleated skirt. You wear the two of them together as a party dress. However, You've also got separates that you can wear with other things. That comes in bust sizes 31 to 54 inches or 79 to 137 centimeters. Bunch of other patterns there. Then there's a pattern that one of you recommended that I look at a few weeks ago, and that's the Forget Me Not Vera top. This is like the Maven pattern Somerset tee. This has bishop sleeves, but it has different neck options, which is what I'm looking for with my bishop sleeves t-shirt. There's a high-low, mild high-low shape, and you have a choice of bishop or flared sleeves. Of course, it's t-shirt knits. Other very interesting thing about this pattern, it comes in small, medium, and full bust sizes. And it looks like the bust sizes go from 70.5 to 138 centimeters, which I'm thinking is like 28 to about 55 inches. Then I went into mood patterns. I've never looked at mood patterns. For some reason, I don't have a very high opinion of them, even though I've never sewn them. But I was talking to a sewing friend here in Calgary, a woman who sews beautiful things, gorgeous clothes. And she has sewn several things from mood patterns and says they're quite good. So I thought I'd give them a look. It looks like mood patterns are sized from like 00 to 32, so busts about 31 to 60 inches, somewhere in there, but you'd have to check each pattern individually. The first one is the Wren shirt, which is a button-down shirt with long sleeves. It doesn't look like it has a collar stand, but it does have these sleeve options. One of them is called a Marmaluke overlay. I have no idea what that is. It looks like it's some kind of an origami thing. It's for shirting, organza, and voile. Then there's the Briar top. And this is so far out of my comfort zone that I thought maybe you just have to try it. This is a little knit top that is fitted below the bust, and then on the back, it's a corset. I would never consider making anything like this, but if I'm going to go outside of my comfort zone, this is way outside of my comfort zone. If I make this, I would add a peplum. Then there's the Kari top, which is also another shape I wouldn't normally wear. It's very loose fitting with a belt. It's got tulip sleeves, and you make it in wovens. I think this would be nice over a fitted pair of pants or a fitted skirt so that you would have variations in shape on your body. And then the Hickory ensemble, which is a two-piece sweatsuit. I'm probably not going to make this, but I just thought I'd mention it because I was kind of surprised that you could get all of these different patterns on Mood. So that's a sweatshirt, sweatpants. Make it in velour, sweat clothes, French terry, whatever. And finally, the peony blouse, which has drop shoulders, a surplice neckline, full sleeves, and a band at the waist. I don't think this photo does this design justice. I think that this would be very pretty. I would definitely make the band a little bit longer so it would cover the top of my pants or my skirt. But it just seemed like a little more unique shape, not over the top style wise, but something that might be just a tad different. So those are the patterns I've picked out that I'm considering. Now let's talk about the fabric that I'm thinking of using. I'm going to very quickly go through the fabrics that I have that I am thinking of using and just give you an idea of what pattern I would consider. The first piece of fabric is this chambray chalice from Fabric Mart. It looks like it's printed lace. It's very pretty. And I think that this would be really nice in, let's make sure I get the right names here, the Maison Fauve Tilda Blouse, which with the little bit of pleating on the neck and on the sleeves. The other thing I would consider using this for is the Mood Peony Blouse. I think this would be nice for either of those patterns. Likewise, I would consider using this for the Mood Peony Blouse, not for the Tilda. This is a beautiful mint green with, I'm pretty sure they're navy dots and white dots. It's a shirting. I got this at Fabric Mart. I think this would be quite pretty in the peony blouse. I don't think I'd like it in the Tilda blouse. It doesn't have enough drape. But I think it would be very pretty, summery, nice top to wear over pants or a little skirt. I have this ITY that I bought a few years ago at Fabric Mart. Navy and teal, turquoisey, all the colors I love. I would consider using this for the Forget Me Not Vera top. Let's make sure I got the right name there. Yes, Forget Me Not Vera top. I think the big sleeves would be nice in this super drapey fabric. The only concern I have about this fabric that I didn't think about when I bought it is these gigantic medallions. If they are placed incorrectly, I'm not sure I'm going to like the way it looks. Then I have two pieces of rayon, bamboo rayon, that I would consider using for the Christelle Coup, what is it? Badien top. So that's the Sweetheart neckline top. Bamboo rayon is super drapey. Oh, by the way, this is teal and this is gray. Teal is from Ray Stitch. The gray is from Fabric Mart. My only concern about bamboo rayon is that it really clings to things. So that's why these have been sitting for so long in my stash. I would have to find the right pattern where the top drapes from the bust or the shoulders and it's not too close fitting. That's what I'm thinking of. Are you planning to enter SewFrugal? Do you have a piece of fabric that is sitting in your closet? It's been there since 2002, that you picked out because you loved it so much and it's sat on a shelf and it's getting dusty and faded. I think now is the time for you to grab one of those pieces of fabric and let's all try something different this month. What the heck? What have you got to lose, right? Maybe we'll learn some new techniques. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later in the month with my reveal. Take care.